Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It's Friday evening, it's the start of the weekend. Oh yeah, when the real me comes alive. We've got a brilliant weekend of shows planned for you all weekend this weekend. We're kicking them off right now. Well, we've kind of been kicked off. Friday's the weekend really, isn't it? Is all day Friday the weekend? I think it should be. If it isn't already, that's what it should be. It's Friday night, whoop, whoop, Friday night. And we have got an incredible masterclass planned for you over the next couple of hours. Something a little bit different this Friday night. It's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. We've got a multimedia masterclass planned for you for the next couple of hours with loads of brilliant dies, which is going to be great for paper crafting, but a whole host of other mediums as well. I'm not on my own. Oh no, she is back with me. The final instalment of the day. Debbie's here. How are you, Debbie?
I'm here getting ready. I've been busy filming in between the shows.
Have you?
So, yes,
what have you been filming? Can you tell us?
No. Top secret. I can't tell you.
Top secret filming.
But stay tuned to our shows because all will become apparent very soon. But yes, I am excited. Yeah, Friday evening. Get your craft on. Tell your crafty friends. If they're not watching, tell them to come here. This is the place to be. We've got some amazing deals with some amazing products that you wouldn't normally associate. And I say not all of them because we've got plenty on the show to tick all the boxes. And I'm going to show you a couple of ideas how you can use some of our multi-craft media dies in your paper crafting with some amazing projects that we've got coming up, even if I do say so myself. And also some amazing deals as well that we've had across the day, including the brand new launch of the sentiment dies, the fancy sentiment, festive dies. So we've got a lot to craft. It's a little bit like a roundup as well of everything that's gone off today and yesterday, and all the focus on these fabulous multimedia dies as well. It's going to be a good one, Joe.
It is going to be a brilliant one, not just a good one. Loads on the show for you. We might bring in some of our favourites, especially from last night's Cartload. There were some excellent deals on Cartload last night, exceptionally busy. We'll share some of those with you. We might have another little sneaky revisit of today's earlier launch because it was really busy on that too. But let's dive in and share with you what you're going to be able to expect over the next couple of hours. This one here, I love these. It's the Multi-Craft Applique Star Die Collection with 57 dies. Now these are excellent. They make these really cute stars for you, whether you want to make them from things like material and felt and stuff them, do them from paper, for card toppers, create bunting with them. You've got lots and lots that you're able to do with those. Now, talking of felt, this next item we're going to have a little look at later. I did this with Corin last week. We featured this and they are so cool. Yes, they make brilliant felt flowers. They also make excellent card flowers as well. There's loads you can do with those. You get everything, including that little pack of accessories. You want to make things like brooches and key rings. You've got options to do that as well. $41.99 or $56.50 if you want to get your hands on that lovely bunch of products. We've also got the fold back gate folds. These are so much fun. These have always been popular ever since we launched them. You've got 4 different designs in here, $47.97 or $71.88 is your price on those. Now, do you love jigsaws or puzzles? So then we've got you covered here too. These are the shaped ones, which are loads of fun. Whether you want to give them as actual functioning jigsaws or puzzles, or you want to build them into a project, you've got the option to do both here. $45.99 or $52.99 is your price on those. We've also got the alphabets for you as well. In here, it's a multi-craft alphabet, so perfect for all of the different mediums that you might want to work with. $89.97 or $101.13 gets you the uppercase, the lowercase, and also the numbers too. Decorative panels, these are brilliant. These cut beautiful detailing into your projects, which is wonderful. And can we just have a moment just to appreciate the saving here? £41 in the UK you save, bringing that down to £14. $62 is your saving across the pond, bringing that down to $20.65. So brilliant value, whichever one of those you are going for. We're going to come back. We're going to look firstly at these, the stars. You love them when we featured these in the earlier wake-up call. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello already as well, which is fantastic. So let's see who we've got in here. My iPad's on. It definitely knows it's Friday, the iPad, I can tell you that much. Brenda saying hi in New York. Jessica's in from Illinois. Who else we got here? Fred's in San Francisco. BJ's in Oysterville, Washington. Stay a great day at the beach. Gosh, I can imagine. Eileen's in Puerto Rico. Shadi is saying hi as well in Canada. Pam. Rhonda's in a place called Round Rock, Texas. That sounds fabulous. I don't know what goes on in Round Rock, but it sounds like my kind of place. Miriam saying hi. She's in South Carolina. Mary Pat's here. Christine Mahoney says it feels like it's been a long day. Well, we're going to close it out in style, Christine. Don't worry about that. I can see Rhonda here as well. Dieta is also in sunny South Carolina. Right, let's have a little look at these multi-craft appliques. These are so much fun. You've got 3 different collections of these. Now, they are available individually. If you want to get them individually, you can do so over on the website. However, you get a 20% saving when you get them all together, which is excellent. So £16 or $20 you're saving. You've got 3 different collections. So you've got your festive friends, which are these ones here. I'm loving Mrs. Claus. I think she just looks utterly fabulous. This one here, these are your festive animals then. And these are festive animals, absolutely, but I don't think they need to be festive, these. I think you could absolutely make these in the everyday style as well, if you wish to. And then you've also got your nativity characters in there as well. $61.99, $78.95 gets you absolutely all of them, which is excellent. And yes, we're going to show you as we go through this show. Yes, a lot of these dies can be used on materials, leather, mount board, but you can use them with your paper, of course, as well. It's lovely, really, to have dies that give you the option to use them across everything else, isn't they? If you predominantly use paper, brilliant, but then if you do want to do something else a bit different, Debbie, you've got the option, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember Becky launched these on Softer Side of Life a couple of weeks ago, because obviously multimedia dye, it lends itself to those different materials other than paper. But I literally was itching, and I said to Lily, I want to get hold of them to play with them in terms of craft, because I want you to see the versatility of these dies. And then, of course, you've got cute characters that you're then going to be able to do all sorts of things with. You've got those lovely star backgrounds. All of these are built up here. Now, I will show you, because this morning we actually did our lovely little Father Christmas. This was on the Wake Up, I think the Wake Up call we did this, didn't we?
Was Wake
Where
Up
we
call,
built
yeah.
Mr. Father Christmas up from the other set. But we are going to now build up one of those gorgeous in terms of a little gift box. And we're going to use the beautiful reindeer. Love these. These are just such good fun and a lot easier to build together. And the fact that they're a multimedia die means that you can cut out multiple layers in any one go. So I'm going to show you the little leaflet that you're going to get in there. All about all the dies that you get in, and it tells you your main star shape, the robin body, robin red breast, Ed, owl, deer, everything listed down there for you. And then you can finish off these extra characters, because you can use embroidery thread to create small buttons or the eyes and finish those off. But of course I'm going to use it in paper crafting, so I'm going to use cardstock. And then it's like me almost take your hand and hold you through how to build this from the picture designs here, showing you how to build up your reindeer, showing you how to build up your penguin, showing you how to build up your robin redbreast. Love that one, it's so cute. This is just amazing. Polar bears, owls, and like you said, if you take off those little top bits, you've got yourself a beautiful owl that's not festive.
Yeah.
The same with the mouse as well. Lots of detail, lots of amazing things that you're going to be able to do to create with these. And of course you need all the dies to be able to do so as well, which, funnily enough, is right here.
Well,
now these are multimedia dies. So a normal standard die is silver in colour, and it's got a smaller outline, raised outline that cuts through. Because we all know a die is, or maybe we don't all know this actually, because I didn't know this when I first started crafting. It's a metal die. It has a raised edge, and then when you pop it through your machines, the rollers in your machine compress it onto your cardstock and push it through the cardstock. That's what a metal die is. And I remember the first time thinking, what? How does that work? Can you imagine how mind me blown was when they told me about a multimedia die being able to cut different things, multiple layers, and I was like, really? from a die that's this flat.
Can I tell you something hilarious?
Yes.
A friend of mine, first time they saw die cutting, they thought there was some sort of laser inside the Gemini, and that was how the metal cut through, some sort of heated laser. Yes, didn't realise it was just two rollers together, which made me laugh. And I thought, actually, if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't know, would you?
Exactly. Yeah, how would you know these things, Joe? How would you know these things? Uh-oh, I've dropped one already. Just give me a second, Joe, while I pick this up, because I've dropped Clumsy Debbie before we even get going. Whew. My head blood. Do you know when your blood rushes to your head when you bend down like that? Then woofed. That was a starter. But we've got the star, and then you've got all the little extra elements on here. So what do we need in terms of our lovely reindeer? Because I'm making my reindeer. What we need is head. We need his antlers. So we'll get onto his antlers. What else do we need? Let's have a look. Oh, we need his little facial feature. Little facial feature, because that's going to sit inside there. And then we need the things like the nose. Let's have a look. His ears.
It's like you're building a Mr. Potato.
Honestly, this is what it's like, isn't it? It is. It's exactly like that. Let me have a little look. And because they're on both sides, Joe, I'm having to strain my eyes here, she says. Let's have a look. So we've got star, antlers, face. Oh, body. That's what we need. Wait a minute. As if by magic, the body is there. That's the one that dropped on the floor. Let's have a little look. Love, there's so many in here. When you look in terms of all the dies that you've got on here, this is a lot of dies. Let's take off that little one, because that's going to sit on the inside of there as well. What else have we got? I'm missing, what have I missing? That's his ears. Eyes, of course, eyes. You need some eyes and a nose, because that'll double up as the nose as well. Or there are other ones on here that you can use too. You've got bigger eyes as well, so you can go really big with the eyes. Or the nose. Shall we have that as his nose? Because he's Rudolph, isn't he? We'll have a Rudolph, she says, trying to get it off. Wow, there we go. Whew, super glued down. Anything else, Joe, that you think I'm missing? Do you know what? I think I've got everything. I've got everything on there. Now this is when you can start to play around, because they're multimedia dies, which means they cut through thicker materials in terms of fabric, felt, leather, let's think multiple layers of card, mount board, mount board. Trying to think of all the other materials.
Even like craft metal,
yep. Acetate, vellums, multiple layers of vellums. When we're talking about the power of the machine, cut through a lot. So it's a deeper, we call it a deeper dish, but it's a deeper raised die outline that cuts through. So that's why it will cut through multiple layers. So I think I've got all my little bits there. This is when we can start to play around. Debbie's trying to remember where to put, where's the pack gone? There it is, hiding. So this is when you can start to play around with your colours as well. So I've taken some textured papers. I've got some browns, different shades of browns. Going to be perfect for little bits as well, including all the elements like from his nose. So we're going to layer up all of our pieces onto our Gemini plates. So we're going to bring in, I'm going to have the large ones, because I'm going to have a few on there. And I'm going to run this through. Of course, the other thing that you could do, like I did with Father Christmas this morning, is that you could cut through multiple layers of white and then colour them in yourself with your colouring mediums. So I'm going to just pop underneath, and I don't want it all on the star, because I'm going to just pop those to one side for a second. Let's pop on some different shades of brown, because it will go through those multiple layers. Do you know what I'd be better off doing, Joe? I'd be better off cutting my white down to size. Let's get us organised. Friday evening, let's get organised. Been talking about this earlier with craft rooms, haven't we?
We have. It's been the theme of the day, isn't it, getting organised today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to hold those down with some tape. I'm going to bring in some multiple layers of cardstock. Let's pop those down there, take those off. Let's have some different colours. And the lovely thing about having these different colours, it does mean that when you start to layer multiple layers down, let's go in with some more as well. We'll have some different colours. It means that you can do more than one at a time. So I'm going to be using just one level of these to make one reindeer, but I'm going to have all the elements of 2, 3, 4 different ones that you can then use. So you can pop them in, talked about this earlier, pop in them in a little box, give them to your kids or your grandkids and ask them to build them up and create their own little character. I still love that idea. I think I'm going to do that with little ones because I think they'd love that. But I'm just going to layer up lots of different colours, lots of different textures, and then lay down some tape to hold those in place. So let's pop tape, bit of tape. You know the power of the Gemini, can move things around. We don't want that, Joe. So pop a little bit more tape down. And of course, if you want to go back and watch that show with Becky and what she created, you can absolutely
1st of July,
go.
I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go in and die cut this. Now this is when you're going to use your platform. Depending on what fabrics you're going to use, you can omit your magnetic shim if you want to. And I think I will for this one. If it hasn't cut through all the layers, I'm not going to worry too much, I'm not going to lie. Only because I've got Blue Peter style ones at the side of me. But you just feed that through your machine and let that do the magic. And I suppose it depends on what materials you've got in there to the platform that you would use. Someone asked a question earlier about when you use your metal plate. If you're using fabrics, and multiple layers of fabrics, put your metal plate underneath there. I suppose it depends on the materials that you're using as to what and how many levels and how many layers it will cut through. So let's take that off, remove all those. Let's see how many pieces that's cut through. Perfect. I could have got away, do you know what? I could have got away with a lot more. And do you know as well, could make your own shaped star cards with these.
Perfect.
Yeah, they'd be cute for kids' Christmas cards. Oh, do you know in schools and you have to make loads? Producer Johnny will know what I mean by this.
Oh, Producer Johnny knows
30.
exactly what you're on about.
Exactly. You could be cutting out multiple layers of these and little card bases, put a little score line through there and you've got little cute cards for them. Oh, why didn't I think of that when I was making these? Oh, you think of these ideas afterwards. Thing is, you'll probably get them home and you'll think of all the different ways that you can use them.
Yeah, I think bunting would be amazing with them.
Absolutely.
It'd be perfect for that.
Absolutely will be. So I'm just going to pop those pieces out. Let's take some of these out because then I've got loads to play around with, Joe. And again, like I said, I'm just going to make sure I'm not throwing things in the bin that I need. Cut multiple layers, stick them in a box or make them up, then stick them in the box. But what you've got now is all of these layers that you're going to play around with, and I'm just going to make sure doing a bit of housekeeping as I'm going along because I've done it before. I've thrown things in the bin because I haven't paid attention. I just missed that little area there. Excuse me again, Joe, I've got a very tickly cough.
No worries at all.
Excuse me, well, I'm going to take a little swig of water if I may.
Yeah, of course, lots of people still tuning in and saying hello from all over. Aunt Penny is in South Central Minnesota. Patrice is saying hi from Texas. Barbara's in Indiana. Sarabi's mum is in Texas. Alexia's in Florida. Arnold's in Virginia. Rhonda's got back. She says Round Rock is just north of Austin, right in the middle of Texas. Dell Computers headquarters is in Round Rock. There you go. That's what it's famous for. Roseanne Carbon says, hi, awesome Debbie and wonderful Joe from Roseanne in Massachusetts. Rosalind's back from Maryland for round 3 of Crafty Fun. Christy says, hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. Love the shirt, Joe. Thank you. It's from Zara. Kieran says, love the look of the Star collection. And Mary Beth says, hi everyone from Minnesota. Lillian saying hello. Very chatty bunch today, Debbie. Rose in from Delaware. Lillian says the animals are much bigger than I expected. And who else was saying it? And Pam E saying the reindeer is adorable as well. Lots of love coming in. Alicia's saying hi from Arkansas as well. And Felicia is in Ohio. Ohio, Felicia.
Now, excuse me, I've got multiple layers here. I've already coloured in my little nose one for his little Rudolph, because he is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in this card, in this instant. But I've still got all of these here to be able to build up lots of other little reindeers matching, ready to go on multiple layers that we've already created. So those bits I would be bagging up, popping to one side, because I'm going to concentrate on these bits and build him up. Now, the shape of this has been designed specifically to be able to fit inside straight away into the star. So we'll start with that one, Joe. So I'm going to use my glue this time. Earlier on, I used our Xyron machine. I'm not sure if we've got any Xyrons in at the moment.
We did have some recently.
Did we have
I'm not
some?
sure if we still have some. We had the slightly larger one, I think, last time we looked.
It's worth checking the website out, and I know our producer Johnny's working his magic right now and checking if we've got some in, because it is a fabulous...
Got the 3-inch one in.
Now then, is that the crisscross one, Johnny? The small one?
The square one, I think it is.
Oh, this is this one.
There you are, that one, yeah.
Perfect, because this is one of the ones that I use, especially when you're wanting to... Shall I do a little quick run of it? Do you want to see how you do it? Because what you're going to do is you're going to just feed them through. I'll probably just do it with a couple just to show you. But you feed it through the mouth of the machine, and this end here pulls out. So if I just do it that way, pull that out, and you've got your all ready. And all you're doing is, it's called the rub and peel technology. So you can cheat and put it through your machine if you want to, but the idea behind it is that you rub your piece down over the the rub and peel technology, and then you're going to just pop that down and give it a good old rub. I sometimes just give it a little bit of a burnish around the edges just so the glue comes off, and then you peel that back, and what you've been left with is a sticky piece all ready for you to then pop on. So your glue, Adhesive is on there. Very easy to use. Ones that as crafters we, I'm telling you, we all use a great deal of. What you can also do is build these up. I feel like I've wasted this a little bit because I was going to please excuse me, because I just wanted to show you how it worked. But I'm going to use a couple of little foam pads just to lift it up a little bit. So although I've wasted that there, you've now seen a quick demonstration on how to use your Xyron machine. Should have thought about that before I started sticking it on. But it gave you a quick demonstration there. And then I'm going to pop him on, because I want to give him a little bit of dimension, my little reindeer. So I'm going to pop him across there, like so. And now we're ready, so you can see body, head. Then we're going to go in with the next bit. I thought that way then. I'm thinking, what have I done? What have I cut? It's that way, Debbie. It's that way.
Oh, that makes more sense.
It does make more sense.
I can't think what it looked like the other way round. Can you?
No, that way. And then you're going to
Looked like a
it
moustache the other way round. That's what it looked like. A very well-grown moustache.
There you go. And then, of course, we've got the other little areas. I'm going to flatten this bit, so I'm going to use my me glue again. I've got tacky glue decanted into my bottle. And again, you'll see it's been perfectly designed to fit within that design. This is when you're going to have a lot of fun, especially if you've got your kids involved in crafting, because they're going to love these. I've loved them, and I'm a big kid at art, I'm not going to lie. We've got now antlers on there, so should we put his antlers on? Let's get his couple of little antlers. I'm only going to put a little bit of glue down this, so about halfway up. And I'm going to go in and put one there. And the other one on the other side. So again, just halfway up the glue. It's like building your own little character, your Christmas character. Love these. They are so super cute. Shall we put his ears on? Let's get his ears on there. So, and I'm going to do these before I actually put them on, because you can see the little pieces. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back. And then this is when you can use your tweezers as well, but you all know me very well by now. I'm not a lover of tweezers. I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with them. But you can see this character coming together. And when I say multiples, I've still got all of these here, all of these stars and all of these bits that I can then start to put together. I've just siphoned,
yeah.
Sorted, yeah, off these pieces just to put this in. So we're going to go in with the first ear. So let's pop that on. I'm going to go underneath as well. So I'm going to put the little pointy bit underneath. Again, you can have it the other way as well. So there's two ways you can have his little ear. I want little softer ears, but you can have little pointy ears by going that way if you want to have them.
I see.
So there's no right or wrong way. You can soften his ears, or you can have them the other way around. We'll go with the way that we've intended. So we're going to pop the little pointy bits up. Now look, he's coming to get. Oh,
yeah,
look already. I'm going to put his little nose on there. So let's pop his little nose. This is when you can get your, do you know your glossy accents? You can get your glossy accents out. Let's see if I can see what I mean about tweezers. I'm not a lover. Look at me using them, eh? Whoop, woo. Oh.
It's cute, isn't it?
What's missing though? His little eyes. Now I could have used some of the eyes and created some nice little I say little, big eyes that I could pop on. But do you know what I'm going to use? This is when you can use your threads and things like that. But I'm going to use, if I've got one handy, come on, I know you're in here somewhere, an art liner. I'm going to use my art liner, and I'm going to put a little... What's happened to this art liner? Dear me. Oh my God. Can I just tell you, art liners aren't meant to look like that.
No, they're not.
I don't know what's happened to this. Looks like someone's been doing an eyeliner. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find one out of my bag, because I've ended up getting him little tiny marks, and I'm not going to do that. So
you grab one out of your bag. Any questions you've got?
I'm going to use my next thing, my little,
you got
my little Sharpie. Sorry, I've gone quiet because I'm trying to concentrate. My little, oh, look how cute he is. He is so super cute. And then he's ready to go on my box, because this is when you can then start to create and have a little bit of fun with this. And I'm just gonna literally put my box together. I've already cut this to size. This is a smaller box. These little characters aren't overly big. I say overly big. That's a lie, actually, because measurement-wise, it's about 4x4. That's quite a nice, substantial size.
I reckon on a long box, you could actually put maybe a couple or three, couldn't you, on a long box?
Wow, lovely would that look?
Yeah, like something.
Yeah, that would look
Or on,
beautiful.
you know those big light-up boxes you like to do, like the upright ones
yeah.
there, but you could have like quite, several, one on each side or a couple on each side if you wanted to, but you could get loads on that style box.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, love the idea, Joe. See, I've got ideas running through my head now as we speak. This is the lovely thing about these dies as well, because they're multi-craft dies. Oh, do you know, I've realised I'm not at home. I think I'm at home. I'm using tacky glue here. I forgot it didn't set straight away. Let me concentrate, Debbie, concentrate. There we go.
Fred says make these as felt ornaments,
yes.
but then give them as gift tags or napkin rings that people can keep. That'd be a lovely idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really love that. I actually reckon there's like key rings that'd be quite good if they were made out of felt or some sort of fabric and then stuffed.
Yeah.
Would be another great way to go. How cute are these, says Beth. Fabby saying these are super cute. Quick question about the Xyron from Lillian says, if you put an embossed thing through the Xyron, would it flatten it?
No, you put anything. You can put gems. You can put your gems through them. No, embossed detail, no, it will go through absolutely fine. I think maybe the rubbing stage, you might flatten something. So if you are using an embossed item, don't put it through your machine.
Yes.
Because you flatten the pattern. If you're using something like your gems, take care, because gems aren't meant to go through the machine.
No.
So do you know how we do the cheats way? I think Jan's shown you before, where you can put your rubber embossing mat over them and then to create that perfect. If you're not very good with the rubbing technology, you can use things like your dye cleaning brush though. Just run your dye cleaning brush over them to flatten it as well and seal that too.
That would help,
but if you are using something like that, just take care. We don't want you breaking your, well, say breaking your machines, but actually just destroying things, because that's what can happen. You've got to be careful. Just be careful. So I'm just popping on my base, on my lid, sorry, L for lid. I've put my glue already on my tabs, so I'm going to just decorate this before I put it together. I'm going to pop my sides on. I did wonder what had happened to you boys then. Did you ever thought they were really quiet? I thought I'd lost them in my ears then. They're engrossed in the demo. Engrossed. Absolutely. Is everybody else loving them? That's what I want to say. I want
absolutely.
to know, is everybody else
Loads of people saying how cute they are.
They are.
Deborah says, I love watching the box making queen, is what she said.
Oh, thank you.
Also, Vicky says you could put little springs underneath them so they wobbled.
Who said that?
That was Vicky's idea. I love that.
Vicky, I love that idea. A wobbler, yeah, because if you've got that little wobbling mechanism,
make little wobblers.
You could make your own little wobblers. Oh, what a great idea, Vicky. Thank you for sharing. Do you know, this is what I love about this community, this crafting community. Everybody shares their ideas. Generous to a fault in sharing, but lovely to share these ideas. So because we all have our own take on things. That's what makes this teamwork on Crafters TV, because we all have our take on our products. We all bring something different to you, each one of us. So, yeah, that's, honestly, Vicky, I'm like, my head's like, do you know when you got that light bulb moment? And I'm now thinking, that is absolutely fabulous. I love the idea of a little wobbling reindeer. That's fab.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
really, really cool idea, that.
Anybody got any more ideas? Keep them coming.
Let us know. Crafters TV
Yeah.
on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Details out along the bottom of your screen.
So I'm just going to put my box together now. To make your boxes, very easy to do. Get the right scoreboard. Got a lovely little box going off there with some papers that I've just chose from one of our 8x8 paper pads in there. And then I'm ready now to add on. Do you know what I could do? Put glossy highlights onto the little eyes and to the nose to really make them come alive. But I am just going to go in. I'm going to add a little bit of chunky glue. Pop that on. There we go. Lift that a little bit. Position him on. And then I'm going to add in there now, well, of course, you've got to have a little bow. And then, where's my little bell gone? Oh, I forgot to thread it. Tell you what, let me switch that to, where's my hot glue gun gone? Oh, there it is, just down there. Oh, I keep forgetting, stop putting things so low down. Let's put that down. Got a little bit of glue? Yep, absolutely perfect. Normally I would thread me little bells and balls into place. But I forgot my thread, so I'm just going to stick that on, let that set. And there you go, you've got yourself a lovely little gift box. And I'll just hold it there because it's a little bit wet in places and don't want it to drop, but how cute. This is
cute.
So cute.
I love that you've lifted it up a little bit with the foam pads as well.
Yes,
I think giving it that extra dimension. Yeah, it makes a real difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
What are you going to be creating these out of? You've got options when it comes to creating them because they are those multimedia dies. So yes, cardstock's going to be fantastic. They're going to work across absolutely everything, which is excellent. Let me take you through then the designs again that you have in here. So this one here is your festive friends that you are looking at with Santa. You got your elves in there, the gingerbread man, the snowman, they're all in there. We then also have your festive animals. And again, these could very easily not be festive. You could make regular animals out of these without any problems whatsoever. And you've also got all your different nativities. I think it'd be really fun to make like your own little alternative nativity with these. You could easily, you remember we had the like Build-A-Bear? Do you remember the Build-A-Bear?
Yeah.
Was it Build-A-Buddy, wasn't it? It was called. You could easily sort of put these stars on those little bodies and have like your own little nativity scene. I think it'd be really cute. You could have so much fun playing around with these. Christine Mahoney says pins for kids at Christmas for their jackets or shirts, for their lockers, attach a hair clip or a scrunchie to them as well. All really great ideas. If you want to go for them, they are all available individually if you want to get them like that. However, when you get them together, you get a 20% saving, which is awesome. Platinum members, you're looking at $49.59 or $63.16 if you want to grab a hold of these. We're going to have a little look at this because it is really becoming the star of the day today. It's so incredibly busy on this. We're talking about the Nutcracker collection. Now, Sarah's signature, but a condensed Sarah signature coming to you in this box form. Sarah talked about these last year when they were launched and said, you know, we have so many different options for Sarah signatures all the year through, but then you think, whereas like in a normal part of the year, we have loads of ideas and then we have all year to deliver them, with the Christmas ones, it's such a small period that a lot of them maybe don't end up getting made, and they really deserve to. So Sarah came up with the idea of having these more condensed ones where she gives you just the core elements that you need. And they were excellent value when we bought them to you at the full price, which is what, £45 or $50. Fabulous value considering what you're getting in. This is one of last year's releases. If you haven't got it already, it really doesn't matter whether it's this year's, last year's, the years before, 10 years ago, because everything in a collection like this, such as a Nutcracker, is absolutely timeless. So you can pick it up today. We save more than you're spending, which is brilliant. So £22 or $24 today to get all of the amazing things that are in here. So you've got card blanks, envelopes, coloured card, printed papers. There's embossing folder in here, 4 stencils, 19 stamps, 15 metal dies, 9 ribbons, 100 dewdrops, and also 100 assorted gems as well. So absolutely tons in here. Let me quickly whiz you through exactly what you've got with this. So where should we start? We don't even know where to start. There's so much in here. Let's start with the stamps and dies because you really couldn't buy the stamps and dies for this price. So here's all the stamps and dies that you've got, and it's really going to help you build that story, really tell that story of the Nutcracker. So you've got that in here. You've then also got a fantastic embossing folder in there as well. Now the embossing folder, this is really cool because what this does, this goes alongside the stencils that you've also got in this collection, and these are going to be able to really layer up and create lots and lots of detail in your creation. Another background stencil in there for you as well, which is excellent. Then you've also got your cardstock. So all the cardstock, of course, perfectly colour matched to work with the collection. Then you've also got 24 sheets of that. Also then 24 sheets of your printed papers in here as well, all with those different characters from the Nutcracker included. You've got your cards and envelopes in 3 different sizes. You're getting 12 card blanks and envelopes. And then you've also got your ribbons, your gems and your dewdrops in there too. I mean, even just for the consumable elements, it would be worth going for this. If you've got it previously, used a lot of the elements, then absolutely a great time to replenish. £17.60 or £19.20 if you're a Platinum member. That is a seriously, seriously awesome deal, that one. Right, we are going to look next at the Craft Flower Die collection, launched on the 3rd of June. You may have seen this before. These are brilliant because no matter what you want to create these from, whether it is paper, card, vellum, foam, felt, all of those different things, they make a really big statement flower, which is cool. You've got 2 different die collections in here. Fabulous Flowers is this one, and then you will also receive Beautiful Blooms as well. So that's those 2 in there. Then you've also got the Bumper Felt Bundle. Now there is absolutely loads in here. You've got 17 sheets of felt and a really nice big size, 24 centimetres by 22 centimetres of felt. Then you've also got as well your accessories. So in here you've got brooch backs, lobster clips, key rings, felt balls and ribbon in there too. So a really comprehensive bundle. You've got a great saving on it. £41.99 or £56.50 is your price on those. A lot of people coming in. The felt on its own is worth £16 to give you an idea of the value. A lot of people still talking about the last demo. Vicky loved it. Adriana says the Reindeer box is adorable. Mary Pat says it's great. How about bringing in googly eyes and pom-poms on your characters? Absolutely. Something you could do. Rebecca says, my husband is watching with me and he just responded to the comment of how we share ideas. He said he should put crafters in charge of the world. Can you imagine? I don't know how that would play out. I mean, it'd be very pretty, wouldn't it? I'm not sure how it'd play out. I mean, it'd be interesting. Can you imagine? We've got a vacancy for a Prime Minister in the UK at the moment. Maybe Debbie Robinson for Prime Minister.
Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? No.
Okay, maybe not. Sue says if you made them out of felt, you could use a star shape as a pocket and make an advent calendar. I love that idea. That's a really cool one. Anne says they'd be great on magnets and they would make great danglers in the centre of ornament holders, Dice says. Right, absolutely, so many different ways that you can use these. But we're going to have a little look next at the flowers. These are, I know we bring a lot of flower dies, don't we, Debbie, where you sort of layer them up. But these ones, I think, are where you create the individual petals. They make a really big flower.
Oh, and really lovely flowers in the form of the felt, because you have, I mean, look at this bundle's massive, I'm not going to lie.
Isn't it? It's loads in there. Look
at all the colours that you've got on here. Absolutely amazing. There's tons and tons of colours. That's just my slang for a lot. There's not really a ton there, but you get the gist. Look at the thickness, the wadness of that. Absolutely amazing. And of course, you've got all your dyes as well. So the 2 dyes that are the ones that I've used are the, well, because you've got 2 in there to choose from. I say 2, but actually, there's multiple flowers in just the one set, and that's the other set that you've then still got multiple flowers, and I'll show you those in a minute because you're getting all the sheets in there to be able to create yourself a variety of flowers. Now, there obviously are a die that creates multiple layers in terms of cutting. What they also can be used for, though, is you could do these for paper flowers as well. I love these. These are absolutely fabulous. And everything that you've got on there is what you need to create, whether it be a felt flower, whether it be a key ring that you're going to make, whether it be a brooch, or whether you're going to use this in your paper craft, in your paper form. And of course, it talks about all the different flowers. It talks about all your dyes that you're getting on here. And then it talks about your cutting preparation, which I think is really useful having this, because it talks about your sunflower, how many centres you need, how many small petals you need, how many medium, how many large. The same with the, I can never say this flower, anemone. Anemone.
Yeah, don't say it wrong because it means something you get.
an enemy.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? A rose, but it shows you what you need. So it talks about your 3 small petals, your 8 medium petals, your 9 large petals, your 2 to 3 leaves and a backing. So everything's on there, and I love that. And then you've got the step-by-step instructions down here to make your sunflower, and then to make your an enemy. Have I said it right? An enemy.
Yeah.
And the rose, can we call that flower something else, please? Because I'm struggling with that flower today. Yes. Yes, an enemy. I'm gonna nail that.
I reckon it's safe if we just stop saying it.
Honestly, I want to nail it. Do you know you want to nail a word? Oh! Right, I've already pre-cut mine. You're going to take your felt, and this is multiple layers. This is when you can then create your layers, because all you're going to do is either fold it up, pop it on top of your felt, and then run it through your die cutting machine. And that's all you're going to do, and it creates all these layers out for you. I've gone with the description. I mean, we could do this again and show you, but I thought it'd be best to show you how to put it together. You've got the bundle, you've got the dies, you've got the accessory kit, you've got the felt. This is absolutely a phenomenal deal. It really is, for what you're getting, and the potential then to be able to take this and use this in not just your felt making, but maybe in other materials, maybe in things like your vellum flowers, your paper flowers. That's the thing that you can do, and you can cut multiples out of them because they are a multimedia die. So we're going to start with this, and I've cut out all the little pieces that it asked me to cut. So can you see here, it tells me that I need, and I'll go back to this, excuse me, because I've got a fan blowing. It tells me that I need 3 small petals. That's those ticked. Then it tells me I need 8 medium petals. Let me just double check I've cut them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have I missed one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to get away with it. I probably should cut another one, but we'll get away with it. And then your 9 large petals as well. No, do you know what? I'm going to have to run it through because I've fallen short yet again.
We'll forgive you because we love you, Debbie.
Of course. So let me get my felt back out. Let's run it through and put it through its paces. How many do I need? 2, 4, 6. So I need another 3 of those. I need another 8. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Another one of them. I've got those bits right. The backing and the 3 bit. So let's go in with. Probably better to have a few more anyway, isn't it? Really, to be fair.
Call it a friendly flower instead of an enemy.
Is that what you come up with?
That's what Fred said. An enemy. That's the best way to think of it. Not a friend, an enemy.
An enemy. I like
an enemy,
it.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you for that. That's fab. Now I'm trying to find my die cutting plates. Just bear with me. Let's go in and put that on. In fact, I'll cut it down to size, make it a bit easy for myself. I'll probably at home would not be wasting this much felt, so let's just put it straight. I wouldn't be wasting that because there's still lots more in there that I can go with. And I think I've got, well, let's have a look, 4. So let's pop on other plate. When you're cutting these through, because it's not paper, be careful, because it's a bit tricky sometimes to take down material.
Yeah.
So just be careful. Bear that in mind when you're die cutting these.
I guess what's the danger? They'll slip onto each other,
Yes,
Debbie.
so just be careful. I'm going to try and hold them into place and run that through. Of course, you could use your metal plate because we're cutting through multiple layers of fabric. I'll see how they've done without that metal plate. This is what I talk about when I say about getting to know your plates and seeing what it can cut through. And yeah, it's cut through the top layer, so I really did need, in fact, before I take that off, let's bring in metal shim. And this is a good one to show you as well because, what did I say earlier? Do as I say, not as I do. But when we were asked about when to bring it in, and I did say when you're using multiple layers of fabric.
You did.
So what did I go and do? Forget. And let's put that through. And hopefully that doesn't move now. So I'll feed that through the machine. And you'll, like I said, sometimes you'll hear that little, can you hear it cutting?
Yeah.
But I would always start with a lesser pressure. Because they're a multimedia die, you don't always need things like your magnetic shims in there and things like that. So, but I want to cut these out. So let's cut, there we are. Oh, in fact, I've got 3. I've got extras now, Joe.
Perfect.
There we go. And I've still got one more in there that, in fact, I've got 2 more in there, but I've just used those for later because I didn't need that many, so I'm just going to go in. What did I say? 8 large. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 large. No, 9 large, weren't it? 8 of the small ones. There we go. And I'll put those in a little bag ready to die cut later on with the rest of them. Right, so you're going to need then your hot glue gun. Now, I always recommend when you're putting these together with felt, hot glue is the best one to go with to secure it. I think there is a fabric glue, isn't there, as well,
There
Joe,
is a fabric glue, yeah, you can use that. And there's actually, I think there's a felt glue as well.
There's a what glue?
A felt glue.
A felt glue, of course there is.
Yeah, it's a felt glue that you can get
there
too.
is, yeah. So I'm going to start with one of the smaller petals. You can start with one of the large ones, and you know you want to create that little bit of a centre part where you wrap that around. And it does tell you, take one of the large petals, hold your tweezers to the top corner and twist it inwards. You can do it with your fingers, but if you are using things like hot glue gun, can we just remember, hot glue is hot.
Yeah.
It's very hot. So use your tweezers for this, make sure you take care, and then you're just going to build up. Now I think I'm going to start actually with a little small one in the centre. I'm going to topsy-turvy it. There's no right or wrong way, it gives you little instructions, but in fact let me get my tweezers. Me and tweezers, love-hate relationship.
What is it? Do you not usually work with tweezers at home,
It's just
Debbie?
me and my fingers because I'm a bit of a clumsy person, and I much prefer to, I'm not going to lie, I much prefer to work with my fingers. I know Jan's a whiz with her tweezers, she loves her tweezers, but I'm just going to put a little bit of
Corin's
glue.
another one that loves the
Corin,
tweezers.
does Corin love her tweezers as well? Yeah, I'm not a tweezer kind of a girl, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, I suppose you find what's right for you, don't you? And you work what's right with you. So I'm just going to hold that place until it sets, but this is when you can be taking the next one. So I'm going to start with, and I'm going to just literally build these on. I've got a bit of glue there, so I'm going to start to build this around. And again, take care, hot glue is hot glue. I've once had a little nasty accident on air, and so you just have to be careful. But use your tweezers if you want to use your tweezers to put these on. I'm going in with those 3 smaller petals, and we're going to start to build this up so you can see it's starting to take its shape.
So we start with the smallest and then work up to
Well,
the largest
actually, you
from
could
the
start
inside.
with a large one. You could start with a large one.
Yeah.
Have it, so, and I suppose when you come to use this, you can then add your smaller petals round it, and that's what it will tell you in there. But I like that small centre in a flower.
Right.
So I've started with the smallest one, but you can do that with that first one, and wrap that up. You've got a little bit more. Can you see how it creates a nice bit extra depth? The difference between the two. Perfect. So that's exactly what you can do, and then build up all your small petals around there. I'm going to now start with I'm mixing my small ones up with my medium ones and my large ones. Let's put those there. And then you're going to start to build this around. So again, I'm going to take this in, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue just onto there. So let's go in again. Just a little blob. Wrap that around. And then again, we're going to start to build this up. And just, again, if you use tweezers, let's just hold that in place. I'm not going to do it because, Joe, I don't like tweezers, I'm not going to lie. They work wonderful, but just be careful with this when you're holding it into place and start to build your flower up. Wrap it, hold it until it sets. And because it's hot glue, it doesn't take that long to set either. It's quite an instant bond. Is that the best way to describe? Do you know if you're using a wet glue or like chunky glue and things like that, it's not going to work.
No, because you need to hold it, don't you?
It's got to grab pretty much straight away. And then you're going to start to build up. We're going to move on to those next ones. And this is how you would do it. Take that small piece here, pop it onto the bottom, and then wrap it around. You can, of course, put a nice bit of glue onto there if you want, but it's just about building up your layers. So I'm going to carry on this, Joe, while you, do you want to do a bit of reading at comments and things?
Yeah, absolutely. And one of those things, and I guess the great thing is with this, that you can use anything you want, absolutely anything. Paper, vellum, card, felt, cotton, what is that, cork, leather, faux leather. Someone said here, if you're using a soft leather, you could make these flowers and then join them into a statement necklace, which I think is a really wonderful way. A lot of people talking about how, what would if the world was run by crafters. Rhonda says there would be lots of glitter, gilding flakes and sequins in the world. There really would. Pam says we're the most caring community. Joe, we sprinkle our kindness with glitter. The world would certainly sparkle. The world would be a much a much shinier place, that is for sure. Rosalind says, Debbie, you need some silicone fingertips. That's what Rosalind tends to use.
That's what I need.
And Fred says, my fingers would be glued together for weeks. Yeah, definitely then you use your tweezers, Fred, in that case.
Yeah. I mean, it does dry, so when it does, because you can get it off, so like I've got a little bit on my fingers, I've taken care not to hold directly onto the glue, that's what I'm doing. This is when your tweezers, though, do come in handy and hold it so that you can do that, but I suppose you find what works for you, but you can always, excuse me, sorry about that, Joe.
I saw my life flash before my eyes then. If only you'd have seen me in the box.
Is that what you did?
Oh, I nearly jumped into the next studio.
I do apologise. At the side of me, to this side of me, I've got my fan blowing.
Yeah.
Because I get a little bit warm, very warm. It's me. It's just me, John. It's just how I am as a person. And I forgot when I put my plate on here. I've just balanced it. So the wind from the fan has dropped it onto the floor.
I nearly had a heart attack. So I had a bit jumpy today, aren't I? Sea God says, I use those silicone fingertips that people use at the grocery store to count money. Prevents me from burning my fingers. There
I
you
think
go.
I'm going to invest in some of those.
I don't think I've seen them. I'm not sure if I know what you guys are on about.
But you can see now how it's coming together, and this is all you're going to keep on doing until you get the shape that you want. And all we're going to keep doing is just wrapping them around. I'm offsetting them as well, so I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not going like one end and the other. I'm like literally layering them up and going round each one so that you can create this layer. And I'm just lifting it up a little bit higher as I'm doing it because I want to create a nice dimensional one. You'll find that with these, Joe, that there is a lot of possibilities with your flowers. We've given you 3. But there's multiple ways that you can use these and create some different flowers each and every single time. So, do you know, to be fair, this is a fabulous set. And I'm thinking in terms of paper craft and things like that you can do this with. This would look fabulous, but you can already see it taking shape and it's starting to look lovely. You can add things to it as well, like your gems. You could pop a little gem into the centre. And you can use things like your glitter as well. But you can see it's starting to come together. And that's all I'm going to continue to do, Joe, until I've got the right shape that I want. So I'm going to carry on with that, Joe. Sorry about this. That's right. Takes a little bit of time.
Susie sent me a picture of the finger protectors, though.
Has she?
Should about, yeah. Let me see if I can show you on the iPad.
Has Becky got some? Oh, yeah, it's like...
Becky's always got them for counting all of her money, apparently. That's what George just said. Is that right, George? Oh, not for counting all of her money, sorry.
I like how you dug him out that really quick.
When she's there in her crown, counting her millions.
Is Becky on holiday at the minute? Because I've not seen her for a bit.
She's on holiday for 11 million years, I think. No, she's gone away for a few weeks. She is in Mallorca.
Is she?
I believe. Oh, Debbie, the travel chaos on the radio today. Have you heard it?
No.
Oh my word.
No.
6-hour queues at Dover. People trying to get across the channel. Oh, the trains are still broken. Not only did they have no trains Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, it was 20 degrees. We still had no trains on Wednesday because they'd broken on Monday and Tuesday. It was a nightmare. There was no trains like most of the week this week here in We're just not set up for... We're not set up for any kind of extreme weather, are we? Too cold.
Isn't it, for a lot of people today? So everyone's tried to go on holiday today.
Manchester Airport, I saw on the news again today, people were queuing from security through the terminal, out the terminal, and round the car park to get through security.
No way.
Yeah, it's honestly off the chart.
Oh, bless. Oh, my God, I'm glad I'm not travelling then. Although, to be fair, I'm off from tomorrow. Well, I'm off from when I get back home. That's me done for a week or 2.
Nice.
But I'm not going travelling. Thank goodness. Could you imagine?
I thought about maybe going away at some point, just for because I've not had a holiday this year, so I just thought I haven't really been away much this year, so I just thought I could do a.
What? Are you taking the Michael?
I am taking the Michael.
I thought you was.
Oh yeah. I just thought get a couple of days somewhere, but not with the things the way they are.
Now, Can you see how it's coming together? When you've completed how much a bigger flower you want, because this is down to you. You can have a little flower, a big flower. You can pull your petals up. You can flatten your petals down. You can start to see it taking shape. When you've got all your desired petals, this bit of the base bit is the bit that you're going to stick it all onto, and then you're going to add your clip. So, and I don't want to finish and rush this because we've got loads more to show you in the show. But you then attach that to the bottom as well with your hot glue again.
Right.
And then when it's all done, and I haven't added anything like the petals or anything, if I just show you turning it round.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, you just pop that on. So that's your base bit. That's your little bit with your pin. So I've now got this lovely brooch, and I like to spread me my petals a little bit, and there you go. You've got a beautiful brooch ready to go in. Shall we? Oh, don't stab yourself, Debbie. Dearie me. I'm telling you. What with me glue, and now I'm trying to stab myself with my pin.
Oh, don't do that.
I think
Not
I'm a
there
walking
anyway.
disaster today. But you've got yourself a beautiful. Look at that.
How gorgeous
I know
is
it's a
that?
little bit lost in my flowery dress, but you can see where you're going with this, and you can also. I was thinking of this earlier because I was thinking I've got headbands, and you could decorate these and pop them in your
Perfect,
headbands
yeah.
as well. So you've got like little headband. Look how lovely that would look in your
Or
hair.
little corsages, maybe.
Corsage, yes. Is that a corsage? Thank you.
And again,
Corsage.
I mean, you could make them. You could go really big. You could double up,
Oh my
or
God,
you know,
could go
triple up,
big.
couldn't you? Triple
Yeah,
up the.
This flower could get. I mean, like I said, you just take your time when you're building it up. You can see it come together, and I've got more petals to add on there. That one would have been a lot bigger than this one, because I just added a few on this one. I didn't do as many. But if you start off with that little twisty, it gives you that full flower, that real flower effect. But how fabulous does that look? Absolutely gorgeous. I love these. And yes, we've got a foam bundle. Yes, we've got an accessory pack. But I want you to take this into account. These are multimedia dies, which means you can use other multimediums in terms of paper, cardstock, vellums, acetates. Imagine that in acetate. Whoa.
Nice.
Ooh, delicious. Absolutely.
Really lovely.
Lovely, yeah. So it's a gorgeous die set, a great price as well. And you'll have already seen Becky do her take on them in her terms of crafting with them. And I think, did you say Corinne had a go at these?
Corinne
as well?
said, I did a.
She's the queen of flowers, our lovely Corinne.
She did a masterclass, and she used. I think she used foam actually for her.
The
She
foam
cut
would
them
look
from
amazing.
foam, shaped them a little bit, didn't heat them too
Yep.
much, but shaped them a little bit, and then stuck them on with the foam. I think it's behind you, Debbie. It's there on that. It's in that lavender bush behind you. It's that nice big one. I'm pretty sure it was these she used for that. I'm sure that's what she used.
Oh, wow. And this is why Corinne is the queen of flowers. Oh my God, just beautiful. I'm taking that home with me. That is beautiful. And is that from these same set of dies?
Yeah, that was.
Oh my
I'm
God.
pretty sure that was using these.
Well, actually, yes, because we have a lot of foam, and the lovely thing about our foam is that ability to do, and this almost looks like it's a real flower.
Looks like a real.
And that just shows you, and you can take your distressing tools to when you're using your foam, add your inks to them. I mean, how incredible is that? That is absolutely beautiful. And that's just showing you now, because you've seen my little brooch with the felt, the kit that it comes in, but when you look at it in terms of taking it into other things that you have in your crafty stash, I mean, come on. Wow. Look how amazing that is. That would look absolutely fabulous in my hair. I'm definitely having that. That's
Look
coming
at that.
home with me, that. That's coming home with me.
That's
Yep, pop that to one
You
side.
can't nick it. You can't nick it.
Corinne won't mind.
No, I'm sure she won't actually. Pammy says, you guys don't drive much there in the UK, do you? We drive quite a bit in the US. We do, but it's just not very, it's often quicker to, we wouldn't drive long distances, I think, whereas like, you guys in the US would drive, well Debbie does, but I mean like, we wouldn't drive from London to Edinburgh, would we? It's an 8-9 hour drive.
Oh my God,
Whereas
no.
I think people in the States would drive, 8-9 hours, not really think too much about it. We wouldn't do that. We'd
No.
get a train or we'd fly.
Yeah.
But it's all a bit unreliable in this weather. And it's not the weather, it's also the start of summer holidays for the schools here. Today, I think for a lot of people, isn't it, that they've broken up? Is that right, Johnny? Was it the last day for yours today? Oh, they broke up on Tuesday.
Ooh, Johnny.
Oh, so how are you counting the days now till they go back? 5th of September they go back. That's a really long time. Yeah, a really long time. Also, Miriam says, love these flowers. Mary Pat saying, I love roses made from sheet music. That's a great idea. I know Corinne, when she did a masterclass recently, used some old book pages to... Corinne used some old book pages to make flowers with as well.
Oh, wow.
Really lovely. Loads of different things that you can do with them. Callie is saying hi from Youngsville, North Carolina as well. Let me recap exactly what you're going to get in that collection then. So you're going to get the beautiful blooms, which are these lovely ones here, and then you'll also get the fabulous flowers too. So both sets of those come included. You've got the bumper felt pack, 17 sheets, a really lovely assortment of different colours in there for you. And then you're also going to receive the accessories pack as well, which is this one, 22 elements within there, $41.99 or $56.50 if you want to get your hands on that particular collection. Make sure you are snapping that up. Right, we're going to take a short break, give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. We'll be back with you in a couple of shakes with more inspiration. But whilst you check out your baskets, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
What a very, very busy masterclass. We are having lots of you still chatting away. Johnny doesn't like the idea of this. Beverly said, in Ontario, Canada, the kids break up at the end of June and they return on the 5th of September. They have 10 weeks off. That's amazing, so imagine being a kid and having... Do you remember being a kid, 6 weeks holiday, and it being just an unfathomably long amount of time. You know, like everything felt longer as a kid, didn't it? Like it just felt like years you had off over for the 6 weeks. It just went on and on and on. It was excellent. Now that you're a bit older, I'm blinking. You missed the 6 weeks holiday. They're done, aren't they? That's how it feels. Rosa, yeah, it all goes very fast. But Johnny rightly pointed out, apart from the week before payday, when time stands still, or even seems to maybe move backwards slightly in points. Rosalind says, Joe, I used to like road trips. They were peaceful and scenic. From Maryland to Orlando is 10 to 12 hours depending on speed. I've made that drive 3 times. Wowzers, that is a lot of driving. It really is. Right, I want to share with you this. Couldn't quite believe it that this was in cartload. Our 2 newest 12x12 pad from collection launches. You've got Frosty and Bright in here. Now, beautiful. We were these 2 Christmas collections quite close to each other. So we had this one, the Frosty and Bright. Now, this was very, very contemporary, I think. Quite stylised as well. Really beautiful. It's uncoated as well, so if you want to ink or stamp on it, you can. We released this, so you had like a more modern one, and then also a very traditional collection too, with the vintage snowman. This absolutely stunning. Way more traditional when it comes to the colour tones that you've got in here. Some more traditional imagery, but still quite stylish in the way that it has been put together. It's a really beautiful selection of papers that you've got there. $25.48 or $33.91 gets you both of them, which is brilliant because they should be £15 each to get both of them. As a platinum member, you're getting them both for $20.38 or $27.13, which I think is absolutely excellent. Very, very busy on that one. Something else I want to share with you is the luxury card. So excellent deal on these. The luxury card packs that we bring you are brilliant no matter what colour you're going for, because what you're getting in here is 30 sheets of card stock. Now you're getting 250 GSM, so a really good all-round weight. Whether you want to use it for card blanks, whether you're die cutting it, embossing it, making boxes, you get 10 sheets of the matte mirror, 10 sheets of the mirror and 10 sheets of the glitter. And we've put this Christmas collection together for you because we know that, you know, it's really kind of prime Christmas crafting time, hasn't it? You're going to get the red, you're also going to get it in the green, you've got the gold, and you'll get it in the silver too. So you've got all 4 there, £28 or $40 to get your hands on those, or of course if you're a platinum member, £22 and change, or $32. And now we had a brand new launch for you a little earlier today. We're going to have to go back to it because it was super popular in the it's been a while since do you know what? It's been a really long time since I've knocked a pack shot over. I mean, I think it's been months, I would go as far as to say. I don't know what happened. It was the alphabets. In fact, that wasn't that long ago. They all just went. I think the reason I maybe feel like I haven't knocked one over for ages. I did have over 3 weeks off, didn't I? So I haven't really been back that long. Maybe that is why it feels like quite a long time. Let's take you through these then, because these are super versatile. There was a whole 2-hour launch day this afternoon on these with myself and Debbie. And you've got some really nice usable sentiments within here. So this one here is your Happy Holidays. This one's exclusive to us here at Crafters TV. Then we also have Merry Christmas. You can mix and match with the Happy Holidays and the Merry Christmas. They will sort of cross-pollinate, if you will. You've then got Let It Snow. This one here is Jingle All the Way. And you've got Believe in the Magic of Christmas. Very busy. $22.37, $28.64 as a platinum member. I think these are excellent value when you consider they will really work across all of your different styles of Christmas crafting and your different types of projects that you want to create as well. Eleanor says, I love the snowman paper pad, it's really cute. Michelle, it's for you, says, I love that paper. And Aunt Penny says, luxury card is one of the best papers I have ever used. Yes, it is always extremely popular, especially at those kind of prices as well. We had a lot of fun, didn't we, with these earlier, Debbie? What would you like to create for us this time around?
So I missed my snowman, I missed my snow card, my snow sentiment. So I'm so pleased we've got these back because I can finish this off now. And then I feel like my job's complete, that I've done all the demos that I'd planned. I'm going to use the Let It Snow. I'm going to use a quick dry ink pad, and I'm also going to use our mini machine. And I'm going to die cut first with that die. Now, the lovely thing about these is, of course, you could use these and create nice little background papers with them, but you've got the ability to have both. So you'll cut out your snow, and then you let it, you can add on to other things, maybe like your tag dies and things like that, or your tag punch, sorry. But I'm going to do it first by onto a piece of scrap, and I say scrap paper, a small piece of our multi-purpose cardstock. So let's run that through. And this is my preferred way of doing this. So I'm die cutting, and then I'm going to stamp in. Now, I don't know what I've done with it, Joe, but I've lost my little spring-loaded stamping platform.
It's not gone down your black hole, is it?
Well, do you know what? Funny thing is, it probably is down there. Let me have a little bender. Well, I just don't know what I've done with it. Right, bear with. Because I need to find my little stamping platform.
It's not in the bin, is it?
Well, the thing is, do you know what the weird thing is? So wherever they are, because I couldn't find my magnetic one. Do you know the magnetic one?
The magnetic one?
The magnetic one, sorry. I do talk a lot with my hands. I don't know if people have ever noticed that. But when I talk, I get a little bit animated. Word.
Gesticulate a lot, don't you?
I do, yes. So I did think that wherever it would be with that. So guess what? It is.
Hey.
Yay! Woo! Right, so let's now bring in my die cut. I've got my snow. I've got my stamp. So we're going to create this. Now, we talked about this earlier, and I said that this is absolutely an essential set of sentiment dies and stamps that I think you need in your life for doing things like adding sentiments to your cards, adding them to your gift box, adding them to your tags, maybe taking this into your home decor if you wish to do so. I'm just using one of our quick dry ink pads to go over the top. A few little light taps over there. And then I'm going to take my die cut. I'm going to go in, and before I commit, I'm just going to line that up, stick that down, and this is my preferred word. I can tell I've not had a coffee. I don't know if Jake's hanging around anywhere, but I would dearly love a black coffee right now. If he would be so kind as to do me a lovely black coffee. Not that I'm a diva or anything, but do you know, because I went and did that bit of filming in between the shows, I feel like I've missed my tea
non-stop, Debbie.
and missed my coffee.
You've been non-stop.
Now, oh, look at that. That looks perfect for what I want right now, my snow. All I'm going to do is just clean off this little piece, like so. Yep. Grab that little bit. There we go. Clean that off. And then we're ready to go now to add this to our project. Now, there is another little piece on there with the let it. And... what's
I've got to tell you what's happening in there. The biggest burn George has got in there. So Johnny found the biggest burn, not burp.
Burp?
No, not burp. Burn.
Burp?
Burn. You know when you'll see what I mean. So Jake comes in and says, Johnny goes, any chance you could do a black coffee for Debbie? She's flagging. So he goes, yeah, sure. And then he goes, do you want one, Joe? So Johnny goes, do you want one, Joe? Now talk back. George thinks he says, George's like, no, I'm all right, thanks. No, it's fine. Johnny's like, I wasn't blooming asking you, it's asking Joe.
Oh, bless him. Bless his little heart.
No, I'm not good.
So I've popped me let it onto a little tag one here because I'm going to add this to a card. Now I've been using this pad quite a bit because I found it quite recently, which is, do you know the snowy Christmas one? I think this was the snowy Christmas 8x8 paper pads. Was a double-sided one. Again, all the cards, all the Christmas pads that you've got, all the Christmas papers that you've got, previous collections, recent collections, this is going to be perfect for. So that's going to be my matte and layer for the background. So I'm just going to stick those down first. And this is what I love about this collection of sentiments, stamps and dies. It's perfect for any style of card, any collection that we might have had out in the past or ones that are coming up. It is a really useful set of sentiments. We all need it. We all need it to do that finishing off. It finishes off your card projects. It's the one that you might want to add to your gift boxes. So there's lots and lots of ways that you can use this with collections that you already have. papers that you already have. This is just that finishing touch, a little finishing touch. Oh, do you know what you said you were going to showcase earlier? Yeah.
Need to get him to do what, sorry?
You said we were going to give the viewers a
Ah.
little sneaky peek. You know, because I've been very naughty. I've been
We'll
very naughty.
get him to grab the pads when he comes in.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that's my base ready. I've actually used our nesting dies to cut out, and it's our square nesting dies. That's going to be my background. And I've used a piece of acetate and also our square nesting dies to create my little frame that's going to sit the sequins behind, because it's going to be a shaker card. So first things first, I'm going to stick this onto my acetate. Now, I love acetate, but I've said this often, it's invisible, drives me nuts, so I'm going to put it somewhere where I can see it, on top of my card. I'm just going to bring in my acetate pen and go all the way around. And I'm going to seal my acetate to the back of it, and I've made it purposely with that nesting die. Oh, you are a diamond, Jake. You are
also,
a diamond, Jake.
Johnny's asking if you can grab the pads. You know the special fancy pads that launch on Tuesday?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, oh, he knows. So he's like, oh, yeah, I know
He's
exactly
on the
know
ball.
the ones.
You know, the guys, they work tirelessly behind the scenes. They don't just set our shows up and then that's it. They rest on the laurels for the rest of the time. They work tirelessly, don't they? Literally. You never see Jake because he's always busy in that room getting things getting sorted.
He's always in that room, busy, beavering away.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to use our foam on a roll. Do you know that lovely, and I say foam on a roll, this
Foam
is the big
on
one.
a... Oh, no.
Oh, no, he's not here, it's fine.
How many one do you
It's
up?
fine, yeah, that's fine.
No, foam on a roll's cancelled, sorry. Look, that's cancel culture, don't blame me. Speak to the manager of cancel culture. There's another version,
There is,
which
yes.
is what?
Yeah, the Muppet song. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Foam on a roll. Da, 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 da. Foam on a roll. Da, 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 da.
Well, that's not going to
Foam
get
on a roll.
annoying, is it?
You want love?
That's not going to get annoying at all. Oh, found the snort jar.
Oh, God. John, you crack me up. Tearing me. Yeah, there's a reason behind that one, though, because it was a Muppet tail behind there, because it
I
used
thought
to
you were
fight...
going to say a mucky tail then. I was like, what?
Depends how you look at it. It's Michelle's sister used to scare her by popping that on, and so Ben decided to change the lyrics. I don't know if it were trying to just help her maybe get over a fear, but you've got them in your hand, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I've got
my
both
God.
of them here.
Wait till you see what's coming. Now, I have been a bit naughty and I've been using them in some of my projects of late, but our lovely Leanne's got these on Tuesday. You've got them in your hands.
I've got both
keep
of them.
there. You keep them there.
Jake said I can have them, but as long as I don't let Debbie near them, apparently. So he said. So just don't let Debbie anywhere near them, because she'll be having the sheets away.
Now, the thing is, can I just say, Hilary gave me a pile of papers not so long back and said, here you go, Debs, have those. They've been like a test one that they've been doing for a new paper pad. So I took some home, I gave some to Craig, and then we left them for the other, craft experts to take. What she didn't say was, don't use them in any of your things.
Right, if your demos, because, yeah.
So she didn't tell me that. So technically, it's my excuse. It's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. I am blaming Hilary. I hope she's not watching. It'll be fine. It's Friday night. She'll be out. She'll be out. It'll be fine. I love Hilary to bits. She knows I do. I absolutely adore her. But yeah, she didn't tell me I couldn't use them on there. But I didn't realise they were brand new pads. So all last week and this week I've been bringing.
Oh dear, Debbie.
Now, I've got my bag of sequins, and I say my bag of sequins, I'm just cutting my bag open just to put those on. I have got a fan on, so I'm going to try and be careful and just pop all those in there. Try and flatten them out a little bit, because this is going to be my little shaker card. I'm going to put a little bit of wet glue onto the back of my foam on a roll, just to make it a little bit easier. I've probably gone a little bit mad there. And you can double layer your foam on a roll, but I'm going to go straight in. Do you like that? Do you like that version, Joe?
I love it. It's my favourite. Yeah.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
No, I don't think it's an improvement. In short. But no.
I like the original, I'm not going to lie. I can't even remember it
Yeah,
now.
but you stopped singing it, Debbie. You was one of the people that you were one of the eye rollers like me that was like, no, not anymore. Debbie Fisher, honestly, she's still full steam ahead with it, isn't she?
Is she?
Oh yeah, she loves it.
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey, I love foam on a roll.
Yeah,
I love
apparently
the
someone started
original.
singing it at a craft shop, and then someone else in the store started singing it as well. They didn't know at the other side of the store.
Isn't that crazy to think that? Oh, dear me. Honestly, what does Ben start? He starts these things. It's a bit like that kids' program, isn't it, where they started shouting out a certain word, and then and then people start saying it. And I've heard loads of people go and shout, bogies. And you start off quiet, and then you get louder and louder and louder, and then you go in, and people just randomly shout it now, and I think, oh my God, they've been watching. Is it Dick and Don?
So what? You just shout it anywhere?
Yeah, they'll go into a library and they'll go, bogies. And they're quieter. And then they'll go in again and they'll go, bogies. And then they'll go, bogies! Top of the voice. And everyone's like that. And that's literally... And so
that sounds like antisocial behaviour to me. Get an ASBO, honestly, if I see that, slap an ASBO on them. Honestly, I'll be straight on the phone to the police. What sort of behaviour is that? Can't go around shouting words. You know, someone slipped out on a Sunday morning to get themselves a nice little coffee and a pan of chocolate, in bogey shouting in your face. I don't think so. What has society come to? Honestly. No wonder this country's going up the Swanee, honestly.
But honestly, this is it. This is what happened. So Ben started that off, and now people have been saying the Foam on a Roll song. So yeah, that happened in a shop. That's a true story. So yeah, this is the thing that happens when you start these words. This is what happens, Joe. I'm just going to add my little bow. I've got my little lettuce. I pour it on a little bit of a skew whiffy kind of way, and I'm going to pop my bow just over so it looks like that's just meant to be there. And then I'm going to pop my snow onto there. Now I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use my hot glue gun because this is acetate, and it'll probably bin this. Is Lily what? Sorry.
Oh, Lily's going to be using these pads on Sunday,
So I can't
apparently.
get into trouble if Lily's using them as well, because I've been so naughty. I literally twice this week Ben caught me out, and then I realised when I'd started bringing other things that I'd made, I'd done exactly the same. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm looking for a P45 at this rate, sneaky peeking things that haven't even been launched. So now I feel like I'm in good company if Lily's going to be using them. That makes me feel a whole lot better.
You'll be all right.
Now, I've popped my little snow across the acetate front. I've got my little shaker element, and I'm just going to show you. Lovely shaker card. And then you add your elements onto there, like your Let It Snow, which I just think is absolutely beautiful.
Really gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Love that. And the great thing about these is that they're not going to break the bank. And as we said earlier, they'll go across loads of different styles of projects you want to do, and loads of different themes that you want to create as well, all your different Christmas themes. So let me take you through exactly what you're going to get then. Happy holidays, happy holidays even, which is your CTV exclusive. You've also got Merry Christmas, Let It Snow, Jingle All the Way, and you've got Believe in the Magic too. You get all 5 of those included for that great price. $22.37, $28.64 if you are a platinum member. No, Lily is launching Christmas colouring pads on Colour Me Happy on Sunday. You're out on your own, is what they're saying in the comments. There you go. Pammy is singing Foam on a Roll, or as I've rearranged it, Foam on a No. I love being grumpy sometimes. I'm actually not a very grumpy person, but I think it's maybe I am. Nice shaker card, Debbie says. Miriam, Pam just says, "Oh, Joe," with a load of faces. Let's have a little look at these. Now, these were featured on Carload last night, and these are the Bonanza bike. Let's start off with the Stamp and Die one, which is this one just here. Is this a stamp? Yes, this is a Stamp and Die one. And these are brilliant because you've got shed loads of value in here for £20 or $20 across all 3 of the different ones that we have for you. So let's start off with this one. Brilliant Christmas collections, and they're packed full of purely Christmas crafting items. So this one is your Twas the Night Before Christmas, your Stamp and Die set in there, which is the Build a Sleigh. So you can really start to build up a scene with that one. This one here, now these are excellent. These are our gift card holders. So even if you're going to give a gift card, which can be maybe not that imaginative or exciting, put it in something that you've made yourself. It then keeps it as a really lovely gift. We've got some of these, Peace and Joy, these cute little character ones that you've got here. These are those little sort of liftable elements on your card. These beautiful aperture stamps and dies too. Cuts that really lovely aperture for you, and then you've got all of that beautiful stamp detail with the ornaments and baubles there that you're going to be able to colouring using your colouring mediums. And then we also have these ones. This is your holly tree here. Beautiful cutting detail. A couple of different sentiments that you've got that you can put with that as well. £64 is what you'd be looking at. $77 becomes £20 or $20 when you grab it today. Let's have a look next. Stamping, I believe, is where we are going next. Oh, you get loads in the stamping one. Let's start with this. Some of our stamping, our layering scene stamps, which are wonderful. We've also got sentiments in here as well. We've got something from this very busy, was very popular last year, Watercolour Christmas, one of your favourite Christmas collections. Got these real cute characters from that. We've got a little bit apparently of Watercolour Christmas coming up with myself and Jam in Craft House tomorrow. If you love getting sort of, I'm going to say it, a bit grungy when it comes to your stamping, you know, creating something that's quite shabby chic or building up the layers, what's the word? There's a better word, distressed. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah. Then these two will allow you to do that. So you've got Mary and Joseph, which is this one just here. And then you've also got that one there, which is your Church at Christmas. We've also got some brush lettering stamps in there for you too. These are always popular whenever we bring them to you. And some of these modern sentiments as well. You should be looking at £51 or $65 when you get it as part of your Bonanza bag. Is it a bag or is it a box? Who knows? It was meant to be a box, but we got it in a bag. So your Bonanza bag, you're getting it for that amazing price. And the last one we have for you as well is a wonderful embossing Bonanza bag too. This one here is excellent. This is your Christmas Eve. Let me turn this around so you can see the back of this. You see how it builds up into this really lovely big scene if you want to do it like that. Or what you can do is just create it as an aperture. It's completely up to you. Things from some previous collections. We've got vintage Christmas in here. This one's great because you'll be able to use this for Christmas crafting, but you'd absolutely be able to use this one all year round too. Even down to, you've got really lovely stitched edge detailing on the edge of the stars there. This one's brilliant because this is two different embossing folders. So you've got a panel there and then a square one too, with slightly different detailing. It allows you to create a lovely edge on the base of your card. And we've also got this one. This is an embossing folder, a 3D embossing folder at that, with two different stencils in there, which is super handy. £20 or $20, saving you almost £40 or $50. And of course, Club Inspire members getting extra discount. Of course, Platinum members looking at £16 or $, which is excellent. Right. I'm gonna say that Debbie said we could do this if I get in any kind of trouble, because she'd been using them. She'd been using them in her demos anyway. But these are launching on Tuesday with, is it Leanne?
Yes.
Leanne and Ben, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
Ben and Leanne on Tuesday, Joy's launch party. These are fabulous, aren't they? So this first one here, this is a Winter's Tale that you've got. Really, really beautiful. I love all the candy canes in here. And also I love how stylised the reverse is. So the reverse is kind of exactly the same as the front, just without the sort of focal detail. Lots going on as well, lots of layers to the artwork. We've got florals here in the top and the bottom. You've got the background imagery. It's just stunning. Very snowy scenes all the way through this one. Beautiful, beautiful colour tones. Look at that one there with the trees in the lower portions there. And also then, I love that one. They all look so warm and vibrant, which is really lovely, whilst being kind of contemporary at the same time. It's Christine Mahoney commenting. I bet Christine Mahoney loves these ones. And then you've got this one, Winter Solstice, which I think is the one. It reminds me of like Lowry paintings. Yes. You know the artist Lowry, the sort of stickmen and the scenes and he's from Manchester actually, it's obviously where I live. But he used to draw sort of like abstract drawings of factories and stuff, and that's what this reminds me of. It's quite playful, and I think you'd be able to use it for younger projects for younger people. But it also has got a very much sort of a design led. I actually love I know it sounds strange, but see this paper on the back here, it's flat, but it's kind of got like a faux texture to it. It's really hard to describe, but look at those baubles, aren't they stunning? You're gonna adore these, they are beautiful. Oh, look at the Christmas puddings. Look at those. They're amazing. This is a really, really cool pad. You're going to absolutely adore that. Christine Mahoney says, "Oh," it's what Christine Mahoney has to say. Pat Powell says, "Sorry, hard pass on foam on a roll. I get tired of muting the show." There you go.
No, I get that's why I just...
Like, oh, I'm sick of muting the show.
It's because...
Lena says, close your eyes. Lena, sorry.
We do use it quite a lot when we say it.
Yeah.
So, but we've said, me and Joe keep saying that when it's hot, because Ben's not here, we can get away with it. We can get away with it.
Lena says, close your eyes, Christine.
Yes, absolutely.
Christine says she loves it. Really cool. Tuesday evening, if you haven't had a chance to get your hands on those, Tuesday evening is when you need to come and grab a hold of them. We're going to have a look at some jigsaws, or some puzzles, as you guys across the pond call them. A 40% saving here, which is excellent. Yeah, £32 or $36. That's before you take into account the fact that you're going to get your Club Inspire discount on top of that. When it comes to the Club Inspire discount that you've got, obviously we always have the platinum discount there on the screen. So that's £36.79 or $42.39 to get this as a platinum member. But if you maybe are a gold or a silver member and you can't work it out, just make sure you're logged in on the website, and then as soon as you're logged in, the price you see is the price you'll pay, which is very, very handy. Lillian says it makes her think more of something like Moomin's the winter solstice. It is absolutely beautiful. But jigsaws next, Debbie, are the name of the game.
Honestly, beautiful shapes, and I love jigsaw dies. I remember when we first saw jigsaw dies coming in and fell in love with them because I love something a little bit different. That's what these dies offer you. We've just evolved them as we've gone along with our collections, but that price on the screen is an absolutely stellar price to get hold of these designs. I'm just going to show you a few of the design team makes because this is absolutely gorgeous, where you can create your birthday balloons. You've got your beautiful butterflies. Now you imagine personalising these for your family members with family photos. Look at that one of our Sarah, absolutely gorgeous. These really are standout items. They can be pieces and puzzles that you use for your friends or make them into a focal part. I love that one. Make them a focal part of your card. Nothing to stop you from taking maybe some colouring items that you have. So that's a colouring pad that's been coloured in and then a jigsaw piece and put together
really
to create
cool.
a lovely design. All of these, I think you'll agree, are absolutely fabulous. Lovely fun designs as well that you can use to create whatever it is that you want to create. Whether it be a jigsaw piece, whether it be something that you are going to give to someone in a gift box, have one on the front of what it looks like, have the jigsaw pieces inside and gift that. Absolutely amazing. And of course taking it into your card making. Now I'm just going to show you the basics of how you put this together, and I'm going to show you little tips and things that you can use to glue them down, take your photos, and then I'm going to cut one out that I've already got sealed on there. So you can take pictures of your loved ones. Talking of loved ones, love this lady to bits. It's one we took when we worked together just quite recently. And I'm wearing the same dress that I've got on right now, but you'll forgive. And when the roots were there a little bit in the air. But she's just a lovely lady, and I hope she's enjoying her holiday because it's very rare Leanne takes time off, so it's lovely that she's having some
she's been down with
time
the grandchildren, isn't she?
Is
She's
indeed,
lovely.
Yeah. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to do. So mount board's a good one. Do you know what also is? You can buy magnetic sheets, Joe. And you could turn these into magnets for your fridge.
Perfect, that's a great idea.
Absolutely. I've made one before where it's a magnet. So absolutely loads of different ideas that you can use. But what you can do to use to adhere your photos, now I've printed this out onto photo paper, but you can do it in, you can print them out on your computer, but just make sure you're using the right glue. If you're going to use the wet glue, there's nothing to stop you from using the wet glue, but you need to let it dry, because if you don't let it dry, Joe, it will literally squeeze through with the pressure of the Gemini and your die. Now, you can also use your tape pens to do this as well, but I'm going to use a bit of spray adhesive. Now, stateside, you can't buy this and ship it out. You can buy it over on HSN or other craft shops that are out there. You can get hold of that quite easily. It's our permanent adhesive, and it is revolutionary, this one. Absolutely amazing. It's the red can, and it's a glue, a perfect glue. And what you just do is you're going to take your back of your photo, and I'm going to do it this way so you can see it. So when I do this, you're going to just give this little short squirts all over the back and let that go tacky for about 30 seconds or so. If you're using, like I said, wet glues and tacky glues, make sure it's dry fully, so leave that a little bit. But then you're going to mount it onto your mount board. Now, I'm going to use a large piece of a mount board here, but you will be able to get quite a few photos out of this. And we do sell mount board on the website as well, but then adhere it to your mount board, and then you're ready. Have we got it on the show, Johnny? Oh, well, it's almost like, well, I didn't realise we had. That's amazing. We've got different sizes. This is an A4 sheet. We've got smaller sheets. I think we've got 5 by 7. What's the other one? 5 by 7, 9 by 12. Oh, that is perfect. So you've got 3 different choices there of mount board, which, can I just say, will work perfectly with all your multimedia dies that are on the show. Shop the show button, have a little look on there, see all the things that might tickle your fancy, and then pop those in. But mount board's an absolutely fabulous one that works perfectly with alphabets that are on there, where it's lovely, multiple alphabets that you can cut out. And of course, then they will cut through your lovely photos.
And you could get 4 for 30 quid on the A4 as well,
that's
which is
really
handy.
good, yeah. Absolutely fabulous. All you're going to then decide
30
is what...
quid, I think I forgot where I was there. 4 for £30 is what you can get if you'd like them.
Oh, do you know? I never even noticed.
I know.
I never even
I
noticed.
said a tenner the other day, yeah.
Did you say
I
a
said
tenner?
a tenner,
I
a score.
do that as well. I
Yeah.
do that a lot. You can then choose whichever one it is that you want to go on there. So you've got the love heart, you've got the balloon, you've got the butterfly, the jigsaw piece. The jigsaw piece is a lovely one. I love that one. You've got the speech bubble, which I just think is a lovely one as well. The butterfly is fabulous, and then the star, of course, the star. Now, I'm going to leave that because that you do need to still let it dry a little bit. But I've got a picture of my gorgeous grandkiddies when they were babies, because I love me little. You don't look like that now, let me tell you. He terrorises this one. He literally just charges around everywhere. But a nice little jigsaw piece, and then of course, do I do a love heart? Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. So I'm going to pop that onto my piece there, and then I'm going to just now tape that down. Literally tape it down. Now, I'm going to give this little jigsaw puzzle to our Safi. She'll not know what it is, because I'm going to give it her, because she's really good at jigsaws.
Is she?
She is, yeah. She's phenomenal at jigsaws. She scares me how good she is with a jigsaw, because I look at them pieces and my mind boggles. I'm like, how on earth has she done that? But she's a very clever little girl in that respect. Now, you can use your metal shim, so you can put your metal shim underneath to get a nice crisp, clean cut. I did knock mine on the floor earlier, so let's me pick mine back up. Sorry there, Joe. Didn't mean to make you jump. But I'm going to put that underneath, and then I'm going to pop on now my plastic shim and the other cutting plate. On a multimedia die, you should not be using your magnetic shim, is all I'm going to say. Pop them in flush. I am using my Gemini Junior plates for this one. They will fit on. And if you imagine having your mount board with all your pictures across on an A4 platform, you'll get quite a few cut out. So you'll be able to get quite a few done at the same time. So what we're going to do is just remove that. I'll just remove my tape. And then we'll have got all of our lovely pieces ready to die cut, and you'll just turn it around. You can see literally that lovely cut.
Straight through.
Oh, we're going to put a balloon. I've changed my mind. I've popped it. I'd actually put on which one I were going to do on the back. Honestly, mind you, that's the beauty thing about this. Chop and change your mind. And I've got my lovely one that Leanne I'm going to do as well, because it's going to go in my scrapbook. I love the idea of these dies. Take that away. Pop that in the bin, and now you've got your jigsaw piece.
Oh wow, it just falls out.
Honestly, it literally just comes to pieces. And this is when you can have, and I mean, I can't wait to get it to her, because I know full well she'll love this, and have a little play. And then you've got your lovely jigsaws that you can then pop in a little gift box. Again, die cut it out again with a picture on, pop it onto the front of your box. But you've got a lovely jigsaw piece then that is ready to go, either on a card, whichever way it is that you want to do it, maybe have a little bit of a feature. I love the shape of this. I love the shape of all of them, to be fair. That price on screen is a phenomenal price for a good set of multimedia dies that create fun, that create, and I mean real good fun. Hey, I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad, Joe. I think the shape might have helped, I'm not going to lie. Popping those pieces in there. And then
Craig did a tiger apparently, and it was all orange, white and black. I couldn't get it back together.
oh, bless
That's
his little
hilarious.
heart. Yeah, Craig, top tip, make it a picture that you know. Make it easy for yourself. But honestly, these are fabulous dies. They really are. I just wanted to show you the volume, the price, you know, is absolutely amazing. It really is. Look at what you're getting. Look at what you're getting for £36.79 or $42.39. That is a fantastic deal. That's almost like a cartload price in a masterclass.
Yeah,
when I
really
look
great.
at the price on there.
40% off is your
create the
saving.
most beautiful jigsaw pieces. Absolutely fabulous. Took almost 2 seconds to run that through, and then of course I could then decorate it onto a card, pop it in a box. If you mount it onto some magnets, you've got a magnet that you can stick on your fridge. Lots and lots of ideas, but I just wanted to show you the basics of how it works. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, they are. Let me take you through exactly what you're getting then in there. So these are the designs that you're going to get. You've got the star, you have got the heart, you've got the statement there, which is that speech bubble. This one is your jigsaw piece, which I think is quite cool. The Schmetterling, your butterfly, and also the Luftballon, which is just balloon, of course, if you are English. It means air balloon in German. They say air balloon, not just balloon.
Oh.
I know. We'll get a BAFTA for this. $45.99 or $52.99 saves you $31.95 or $36, which is not to be sniffed at. And then, of course, Club Inspire takes that price even lower for you as well. We're going to do demo of the show. Oh, because we've got to do demo of the show and demo of the day, of course, haven't we? And we've still got more to try and squeeze in before the end of the show as well. Right then, demo of the show, Debbie.
Well, up to now we haven't got much. It's not a big choice really, because we've been doing lots of little things. And actually, where did we start? We started with the lovely little reindeer box. Love his little bell there. Lovely, cute little reindeer box, number one. Number two, we put together our lovely rose. How beautiful is that? Lovely little brooch.
Really nice.
That's the brooch, number two. And then number three, we did, the shaker card, number three. And then number four was my little jigsaw piece, but can I not enter that? Can I keep that little bit? I want to keep that one. So I'm making an executive decision. It's coming home with me, so it's not staying anywhere. And to be fair, I didn't make anything with it. I just showed you how to put that together. So 1, 2, 3. Was there 4?
3.
I'll be fine with what I've got. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, or 3. Get your votes in. Right, whilst you check out your baskets, let's share. Why don't we share with you some of the fun stuff we get up to here at Crafters TV? Take a look.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV.
Just reach down my bra and take it off.
Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Absolutely. What are you waiting for? Christine is talking about the paper pads that we shared with you too. She says Winter's Tale is her favourite. Alison says, with different sentiments on the front of the card, Winter's Tale is perfect for winter birthdays, Hanukkah cards, Xmas cards, and many mixed Hanukkah Christmas cards I need. Absolutely wonderful observation, that. Rose says, I love making these puzzles, talking about the puzzles, and I use double-sided sheets, and they work great. I've sold lots of them, which is brilliant. And Sarah Lee asked, Debbie, what crafter's companion spray can be used to hold a stencil in place whilst using an ink pad?
Stick and spray, which is the repositional. That's the one that you need for your stencils. So stick and spray, and it's a purple top, because we have different colours. So the blue's the stick away, which gets rid of all your gubbins and cleans your mats and all those kind of things. Stick and spray is the repositional spray, which is the one that you would use for the back of your stencils to keep them in place.
Brilliant. I hope that helps. Demo of the show is number 1, Debbie.
Oh,
number 1.
They are.
Is the
Little
demo
cutie.
of
There
the
you
show.
go.
Absolutely. Adorable. So we're going to do card of the day, hadn't we? I'm just going to come over. Oh, dear. Well, it was going to be card of the show until Debbie smashed it to smithereens.
Yes, sorry about that. I just slid it across. It's a bit like that.
Oh, Debbie, I didn't realise you'd use textured cardstock. It's even cuter up close.
Thank you. Yes, textured cardstock. Absolutely amazing stuff. It is.
Oh, it really is. Really is gorgeous. Right, let's. I mean, it doesn't matter what order we did them in, does it? But that was the first one, Wake Up Call. So that is number 1 for card of the day. Let's move that out of the way. 2 is the gorgeous double Z fold. And 3 is the Reindeer box. I've got to be honest, Debbie.
Yep.
It's wide open today. I think any 3 of those could win.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3. I have a sneaky suspicion that 2 might get it, but we shall see. Get your votes in. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. We're going to go back to this, the Nutcracker, that legendary Christmas tale. The thing is about a collection like this as well, it's absolutely timeless because it's such a traditional story. It's never going to be sort of out of fashion, if you will. It's timeless. So really, it's kind of irrelevant that it's it's something we launched last year because it's going to be relevant forever. The other great thing, these boxes we all agreed. I think you'll agree as well, Debbie. We agreed that £45 or $49, these were sensational value when we launched them. So to get them for less than half of that is unbelievable. So that in itself is brilliant. If you are a Platinum member, you're all in Club Inspire somewhere, to get it for £17.60 or $19.20 as a Platinum member, I think it's one of those, if you don't own it, don't even need to think about it, just get it in your basket, because it's going to, even if you know, sometimes with a collection, Debbie, you think, right, am I going to buy that collection? Who am I going to make cards for with that? Who am I going to send it to? And you sit down and think, right, really, how many projects am I going to get out of that collection? You think, well, then is it worth it? You don't need to get many. You don't need to get many projects out of this. I mean, you need to do half a dozen projects using this, and it's paid for itself. You know, absolutely. 2-3 times over. Sensational value, but crammed with stuff as well. You look at the size of the box, there's a lot in here, isn't there?
There is indeed, and I'm going to use just a few of the elements because I'm going to finish on the demo, but you've got 19 stamps, 15 dies, 200 gems in between assorted dewdrops and the gems themselves. You've got card blanks and envelopes in there from 4x6 to 6x6 to 5x7. You've got 24 papers, patterned double-sided papers. You've got 24 sheets of 8x8 cardstock that matches everything that you would expect from a Sorrow Signature collection that works beautifully together in a box. It's honestly absolutely amazing. The price is outstandingly good value for money. And I've only touched on some of the things. You've got ribbons in there, stencils in there, 4 stencils and an embossing folder. It goes on and on and on. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and it is an honestly stellar of a price. And especially if you're thinking about the consumable part, I think for the consumable part to get an extra box, I think is an absolute
yeah, if you bought it last year at the full price and loved it, and you've used your papers, your gems, your printed papers, all of that, yes, 1760s is brilliant. I mean, card blanks and envelopes and the printed papers and the card, you couldn't really get them for that price.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to do a little bit of stamping because I'm going to try and speed this process up because we haven't got much time left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, now what did I do with the stamping? Did I put them all away? Do you know I got that carried away? I probably have. Let me just grab my stamping platform. Let's bring that in. I've got my little rocking horse. So, and I've already, do you know, silly old me. Tell you what we'll do. We'll pretend I've just stamped that because I've already stamped it on my Nina cardstock. Use your inks, choose your inks. Actually, if you're going to use alcohol pens, think about your ink pad that you're using. You want the alcohol proof one. So I can speed that up even further. Look at me, so prepped. I forgot I'd done that little bit. That was good. Very quick, super quick. But you've got the dies. So the fussy cutting part. And the lovely thing about this is, and again, this is a lovely top tip that I think Jan said before, Craig definitely has said before, stamp, then cut, then colour. Because the last thing you want to be doing is doing the stamping, the colouring and the cutting, because we all know the power of a Gemini can move things. When I say move things, it can make them literally spoil your project that you've coloured in, that you spent a couple of, a little bit of time colouring in. So all I would say is stamp your image, cut your image, and then colour your image. So let's pop that through the die cutting machine, like so, and then I'm going to just bring in the normal combination for your platform when it comes to a what we call a thin metal die. So we'll put that through. And then what you've got now is all the rest of the stamps, and there's a lovely, tells the story of the Nutcracker really well, this collection. You've got lovely musical note one as well, and then all those lovely sentiments that come in the form of the script writing on there is just phenomenal, very nostalgic, very fitting with the Nutcracker theme as well. So let's just bring this out and take away the pieces that have held it in, my little glue. Low tack tape, Debbie, low tack tape, not glue. So I've got my little piece there. Add the colour and bring him to life, because the minute you add colour, it makes them pop, literally pop. And I've chosen quite pastel-y kind of colours for this. I've gone with blues, browns and greens to create my little rocking horse. And then you can do that with the same with the other things that are on there. So I've cut myself some presents, exactly the same, stamped it out, die cut it and then coloured it in. So I've got myself a couple of little elements already. There's actually a lovely additional element, and I say an additional element, it's additional die, the Christmas tree die, that doesn't have a matching stamp. But what it gives you is when you die cut that through, it gives you this lovely feature then that I can now do a little bit of a, maybe die cut it into your cardstock or your paper, or ink using one of the stencils. So I've got this lovely stencil and I'm just going to use it. Now, somebody asked a minute ago about which spray. Absolutely use the repositional to stick that down, and it is repositional, but I just go on it sometimes straight on with my ink. And I'm choosing, I've got a couple of inks here, Joe, but I'm just going to randomly stick this around and create a little bit of a pattern using that stencil.
Amazing. A lot of love for the box, Debbie, coming in. I love the Nutcracker. Eleanor says, I love the box, it's beautiful, it has a lot to it. Pat says, the Nutcracker, some great paper. The box, guys, the box.
Oh, right.
They go like, what's he on about? The box. Pat says the Nutcracker has some great papers and dyes. I really like it.
Yes,
Queenie says got my
beautiful.
Nutcracker set. And Connie says, well, finally ordered the Nutcracker. May never make a card from it, but I just love the box. I'm weird that way. I love the gorgeous boxes that Sarah puts her collections in. Maybe we should sell just the boxes on their own.
Yeah, well, this is the first time that Sarah put a Sarah Signature collection into a box, because normally it's like a big collection that you buy individual pieces to.
And then we did an Easter one as well, didn't we, after
did,
this?
Yeah, we've done, what was the other one? Was it Swan
Lake?
Swan Lake?
Yeah.
Was that the first one, actually? Yeah, I'm trying to think, was that the first one? But yeah, just use your stencils to create a little bit of texture. And what I've used on my run that I'm going to show you in a second is I've used quite a few colours. And I say quite a few colours, quite a few shades of green, but you can already see some texture building up. And I've used lots of different greens in this one and added a few gems. But when you start to add your texture, and all I did around the edges was I took my darkest colour and then just went around just to lift it off. Now I've put some gems on there as well because it's a lovely Christmas tree. And I think, again, this collection, this part of the collection, you could actually take into other things. Maybe even your brand new today's sentiments that you could pop into there. So I'm just going to add, now I've already cut some papers down, Joe, and I've literally used the matching cardstock and the papers. Choose your paper. I've just used a little bit of the sprig because I thought that it really quite in fitting with the design that I've got there. And then I'm just going to pop this down. Now I've taken one of the cards actually from the kit, which is that 5x7 one. So everything on here now is come from that kit. Apart from the inks, everything's come from that kit. There we go, pop that on. And add a little bit of a dimension just by popping a little strip, matching gems, and taking a little piece of the other side, that double-sided element, and I'm going to stick that down onto the bottom, like so. And then I'm going to add all my extra features now and build up a little story. Now, it can be a Nutcracker theme, it doesn't have to be. You've got lots of Christmas elements in here that you can then have a little play around with. So I'm going to pop some 3D Gorilla Glue just onto the back. And I'm going to pop that just underneath, like so. And I'm going to bring in my little rocking horse and my presents, what I've already pre-done and pre-coloured. So let's pop presents in the background. And then literally pop some more and just build up a little bit of a story.
Debbie, you know when you have that what you're going to have for tea thing all evening, you think, you know, there's nothing you fancy and everything you come up with, you just don't fancy the idea of it. Do you ever have those evenings?
I do indeed,
all the
yes.
time.
Far too many, actually.
I've just had a breakthrough and I'm so pleased myself. I've nailed my tea for tonight.
What's your tea for tonight?
I'm going to have a garlic mushroom and cheddar cheese omelette.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Delicious, eh?
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
I'm very pleased with myself.
Absolutely. I'm pleased with myself because this is coming together really lovely in terms of I've used the gems from the kits.
Beautiful.
Used the stamps, the die cuts, the papers. I've used the card blank. I've used the lovely script. Look at that script. It's absolutely beautiful. Just did it in a little, and I say a little shape, but the shape is actually on here. That's the tag shape that I used and then stamped that joy into there. Did the in a dark colour as well and just give it a little bit of a drop shadow. Even use the ribbon that's in the collection and you can create yourself a lovely little Christmas card. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Nutcracker theme, but that's a lovely Christmas card to gift to someone.
Absolutely joyous,
absolutely
that, Debbie.
Beautiful.
Really, really gorgeous. And again, as we were saying, Debbie, you know, the price of this box, you really wouldn't have to make too many bits out of this in order to get your money back, or it'd be great value. Just to let you know, Debbie, I was correct. Number 2. The card of the day even, which is brilliant. We'll pop that up onto the Cabinet of Creativity and we'll pick a winner on Sunday evening during Second Chance Sunday. Myself and Lily be here with that for you. Don't miss out on that Nutcracker box. Sensational value for money. Platinum members $17.60 or $19.20, which is awesome. Debbie, a massive thanks to you. Pleasure as always. Enjoy your break, won't you?
Yes, I'm going to enjoy the time off. I am. You know, you just need to just have a little bit of a recharge. You're back batteries. I'm going to have a little recharge. Going to have some R&R time with my eldest daughter down in Bristol and spend some time with the grandkids. Always brings so much joy to my heart. And then I'm going to work from home. I'm actually going to do a Facebook Live in that second week when I'm working from home from my little crafty studio known as Debbie's Craft Room. And I'm going to do a little Facebook Live where I might give you some sneaky peeks of things that I've got coming up. And we might do a little, in fact we are, I'm just going to put it out there now. We're going to do a little bit of a crafting
from your
session,
studio?
a little chit chat in my craft
Ooh.
room. I'm all organised, I've got my little tripod. I've even got a holding page, look at me.
You got a holding page?
A holding page from
Who sorted this out for you?
Liam started it out for me, so I spoke to Liam, and I've just got to work out my little how to do that. I've even got a social media superstar who's going to help me with the comments and things like that.
Look at you.
Get me? Susie T. Little love. So I'm going to have a little talk to her and sort out a date, nail a time, keep your eyes peeled. I'm probably going to go a little bit quiet next week, just want a little bit of a break.
You're on your lollipop.
But that second week I will be definitely doing a Crafters TV mini little live in my studio.
Do you know when you're back here with us, Debbie, next?
Yes. So I'm down at Hobbymaker on the 10th, 11th, 12th. I think I'm up the third week into August. I think you've got me for a few days.
We haven't got you for ages.
I know you haven't got me for a while, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, that makes me sad.
Don't be sad, because I'll be back. And you've got a lovely weekend coming up.
We have.
A lovely Jan's coming up tomorrow.
Yes, Jan tomorrow.
And she's so excited about the craft along, let me tell you, because that sunflower collection is just beautiful, and we know our Jan, it'll be an amazing project that she's got. And then
she's the queen of the craft along, isn't she?
She loves the craft along. We've also got our lovely Lily coming up on Sunday, so it's going to be a really great weekend, so make sure you tune in because there's some amazing things coming up.
Yes,
absolutely. And I'll see you all soon.
Yeah, have a great holiday. Debbie, don't you guys forget to check out your baskets. Don't forget as well to come join myself and Jan tomorrow. So 11 a.m, 6 a.m, 11 a.m. UK, 6 a.m. East Coast will be Play Your Crafts Right. That's it. Well, what's the game tomorrow, George? It's a conundrum. Hang on a minute. I feel like I've slipped into a parallel universe. It's a conundrum game because it's National Ice Cream Month. So what's National Ice Cream Month got to do with the conundrum game?
Ooh, that sounds a good game. I think you've got tough competition.
Oh, so it's going to be ice cream, ice cream flavours. I'm your man.
And Jan loves
Jan's
ice cream
very
too.
good with that sort of, those word games. So who knows who's going to win? And then the craft along, of course, 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast. And then we've got that amazing craft house with all things Christmas Star Signature, which is 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 o'clock East Coast. If you're across the pond, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're here in the UK and Europe, enjoy what is left of the rest of your evening. I'll see you back here for another full day tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.